Hi there, this is Jen, and thanks so much for joining me this Saturday morning. I hope you are doing well. Today I am doing a design team project for the Not Too Shabby shop. I am using this cute little stamp from My Favorite Things. It's called Sweet Honeybee. And I've already gone ahead and colored and fussy cut her out. And I'm also going to be doing some paper piecing and some stamping on pattern paper. So I'm using this cute 6x6 paper pack from Fawn. It's called Really Rainbow. And this is the paper that I'm going to use for her outfit. And then this is the paper I am going to use for the background. And this is a My Hero Arts stamp. I do not recall what the name of it is. I do apologize. So I'm going to be using that. And I've made a video that is up on the Not Too Shabby channel about a week or so ago using the same stamp set in a different way. So if you want to check that out, I'll go ahead and link the video below. And so I'm going to start out with some of the paper piecing. I put her up in the corner just so I don't waste any of the paper. I am just wanting to get her outfit. That's the part that's going to be a paper piece. So I went ahead and I stamped that up and set it aside. And then I'm going to stamp the background, and that is a red rubber stamp. So I removed the rubber piece, or the, not rubber piece, but the mat from my Misty. And I'm going to go ahead and set my pattern paper in there, and then I will stamp that up. And I stamped it up with Memento, I believe. Usually I would use VersaFine, which is a pigment ink, but I didn't want to wait for it to dry. And so I am using Memento to go ahead and stamp up this really big stamp. It's just a beautiful stamp, and I thought it went perfectly with this little girl because she's got a flower basket and a flower in her hand, and so I think it works really perfectly. And this is a great way to not have to do much coloring, is paper piecing and stamping on pattern paper for backgrounds. It works really well. And so I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut the little girl's outfit out, and I'm staying right on the line because I don't want anything on the other side of the image to be showing, since this is going to fit right into that stamped image that I have already colored up. And so I'm just going around all the little areas that need cut out, like the legs and around the neck and around the arm. And so I'm going to dry fit that and make sure it looks okay. And then I will go ahead and take a little bit of liquid glue and add that to her outfit, and then adhere that to the stamped image. And then I'm just going to take a stamping block and set that on to let that dry and make sure that dries really nice. And then I'm going to move on to the background. And so I'm just going to go ahead and trim the background down a little bit. I will be matting that on a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 white card base. But when I set the image up against the background, the background is pretty busy, and so to set that off a little bit, I went ahead and I adhered her to a a piece of black cardstock, and then fussy cut just a really small black border around her so that she stands out a little bit, and it also pops her up a little bit. And then I was really stumped with this card, I have to be honest. I was not sure what I was going to do. I grabbed a die from my stash. This is from Whimsy Stamps. It says Smile. And I went ahead and die cut through both of those pieces. If I had known I wanted to do that, I would have done that before I adhered the pattern paper. But I wasn't really sure what I was doing. And so I went ahead and used that die. And then to make sure that adhered, I just added a piece of white cardstock to the back that had adhesive on it. And then I'm taking this is one of my favorite dies. I really love the little kind of loops around the outside of it. That is by Paper Rose. I believe it's called Wonky Circles. I'll have to double check. And then the sentiment that I stamped, it says, "Enjoy every day, enjoy life." And that is a super old stamp set by a company I don't even think is around anymore. But I was just grabbing stuff from my stash and putting the card together. And then the little bees is from the previous project that I did for this. I had some leftovers, so I went ahead and adhered those, and that's going to finish off the card. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it or find it informative, please go ahead and give a thumbs up. As always, I thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to spend with me, and I hope to see you next time.